This court is now in session. All right, Rick Santorum, speaking at the Armory in Janesville, Wisconsin on March 27th, said something interesting about President Obama. We need you to watch this tape closely. What does he say? We will have a judgment not on just what he says, but also is it real or not? Controversy. Let's watch.
We know the candidate Barack Obama, what he was like. The anti-war government, America was a source for division around the world.
Government what?
Candidate Barack Obama, what he was like. The anti-war government, America was a source for division around the world.
Disaster. Okay, we have a controversy. Jayar Jackson, you are our forensic video expert here on the Young Turks.
Yeah.
First of all, do we believe the tape is real?
Yeah, it's real. Because I looked a little deeper about the response from the Santorum campaign. Okay. And they didn't say it's fake, so it must be real.
Forensic video expert. Okay. No, it's a fair argument, actually. That's right. I hadn't thought of that. Santorum people said it's, that they're not going to comment on this. It's ridiculous, et cetera, but they didn't say that the tape had been doctored. I don't know how closely they looked at it. Jsus, you deal with video all the time. You're a legendary internet TV director, first ever. Tape doctored or not?
It is real. It looks real. I don't see how.
So, it looks real. Okay, so now we move on to the second stage of this very important hearing. We're on day 2 here. This is like the healthcare. Many parts of this. Can we sever this from the rest or not? All right, so the question now becomes, what was he saying? Jayar Jackson.
I didn't want to jump the gun on and be like, oh, he's telling, because then really the thought process is, why would he be so stupid? Even if that's his normal, his normal vernacular with things like this, why would he do that in front of, obviously he's he's campaigning. So it didn't make any sense. He speaks off the cuff. He wasn't necessarily overly animated. I go guilty.
Really? Okay, now look, it sounds like he's beginning a word that starts with N, like an N word or something, right? That's of course what people are saying online. Reddit has, I think, all these theories on what he could have been saying. None of them make any sense, of course. I mean, they're partly kidding, partly serious. I don't know what in the world he could have been saying, but I would be shocked if he was saying that. So I'm not swayed yet. I want to go.
It's shocking. I'm sorry, one more point on it. But the thing is, the way usually if you stumble over a word, you stumble and you keep moving. He was thrown off, stumbled, and went to the rest of a sentence that didn't match it, just kind of moved on. It was weird. The other one, remember I was on the apparently the minority side of the blah people thing, because I didn't think he said black people, and everybody got on me for that.
Yeah, no, I know.
But at least there was something else that could have made sense there, because I was looking at one of these other conservative sites to see what their explanation could be, and they said, the N-word doesn't even fit there. Yeah, it does.
You think so? I'm not sure. I think they might have a decent
if you're calling
point.
someone an anti-government, what else could be? Right? It's like you can easily fit a noun right there. You're a.
All right, I'm not sure I buy that, but he does have a lot of credibility because he did defend Rick Santorum on blah people earlier, which is still weird. Okay, because he said black. Anyway, Anna Kasparian, I want to bring you in now. Justice Kasparian joining us for this very important ruling. What do you say, guilty or not guilty?
As someone who speaks for a living and has to deal with stuttering and off days, I think I'm going to give him a pass. I don't think that he meant to say what it sounds like he said.
Fascinating. All of a sudden, it's 1-1 drama. Okay, Chief Justice Godoy, let's listen, before we go to the Chief Justice, let's listen to the tape one more time.
The anti-war government, America was a source.
You're going guilty?
Yeah, it's guilty. The fact that he kind of got away with it with the blah comment, there's no way he should get away with this one. So,
I don't know. Maybe I'm naive. I just feel like, really? I mean, a presidential candidate, he was going to, that's, the only way that it happens is that that's the way he normally speaks. So he was just going to blurt it out, and then he caught himself in the middle, right? But Jayar, wouldn't you be surprised if that's the way he normally speaks?
I would. That's what I'm saying. That's why this would be a big deal. This is the thing. Before, I'm comparing the two, the way that they responded to each of these things. The blah people, they said, I was saying something else. They won't respond to this one, number one. I'm not even gonna to respond to this and give it any kind of credence, all that stuff they say. When somebody says something like that, they don't want to talk about it. He had an actual explanation for the last one. This one, not he, but his campaign won't talk about. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it. That's ridiculous. Say it, dude. Say something. Tell us. And what else fits there? I'm just saying. And the line that said NEG words, it wasn't a neg sound. It was a nig sound. First of all. Mm-hmm. So let's figure NIG words that fit there. I don't know. Maybe there's one. Give me one.
I'll have to get back to you on that.
I'll have an open mind to. That's the thing, because I don't.
Maybe he just left out the S and he was going to say government Snickers. All right, listen.
Anti-government negotiator. I'm looking for something.
That's not bad. Maybe he was referring to Priceline, the negotiator. Okay, so I don't know, but you know what? My ruling is I'm going to go with Anna. I've got a talk show host bias here, which is that we misspeak all the time. So I feel like in the middle of a million words he said, because I can't imagine that he would have been using that word in that context. And maybe I'm naive, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm ruling with Justice Kasparian on this. We're tied up here in the TYT Supreme Court, so you're going to have to decide it. We'll do a poll, and the TYT audience is never wrong. So you will decide, did he mean the N-word or not? Guilty or not guilty? Go.
Anti-war, government, the